a small area of wooded area, and there's quite a bit to see here. I typically take the students here so they can explore the large or smaller areas of forests to see what kind of species, what kind of trees grow there, which are tall, which are stay maybe in the lower level. The number of different species is very interesting, and also how tall, how big these trees are. Yeah, basically, big means what's the diameter of the trunk. That needs to be coordinated, and that's how you can collect a lot of data about different forest types. And that's typically in the last few years we've always done split up into two different groups and looked at two very different forest types and collected all that data and then looked at it, applied some metrics so we could figure out which trees which areas are more productive than the other. We actually, in the academic year, this past year we have collected a lot of leaves in advance of the fall arriving, and we used those to later make them available where the kids could compare to what's already maybe still on the leaves, on the trees, and what's already on the ground. And we helped them to learn how to identify the species, but just based on primarily on the leaves. But of course, leaves can shrivel up, so then there's other ways to do it, and that is typically the bark and color, of course, size. All these things play a role. You would have to look at pictures. That would be one way. Could be a good project in advance. You take 20-30 pictures from an area that looks interesting, and you learn new names for these species. If the names are not necessarily known at that time, one can still recognize the trees based on their shape and often the color potentially. It could also be used as a game where you turn them over, you mix them up, and then you pick one, and then you have to guess what the name of the tree is, and maybe give one significant marker, so by which you can say like, oh, this is ash or this is birch. Yeah, that could be a little like a game where you turn things over and try to match things up.